Hello,
Hi.
hello,
Hello.
hello, hello. My camera looks like not, the lighting in here is terrible. I apologize. Namaste. How is everybody? How are you?
um, let's see. We got one in here. We got a
We got
comment.
us. Who
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see it.
is us?
Well, it's
We
just
got
us and it's all good.
we got
Um,
us. So, do you want to know what I was going to tell you about
yeah.
earlier?
Tell me about it. Tell me what it was. I'm dying to know. Actually.
I was listening to a podcast that is with Campbell from Autodidactic.
Uh huh.
And he has a couple different podcasts, but today they were talking about like the they, like that we talk about, like how they do this and they do that, like who are the evil people, right?
Okay.
And they were
Gotcha.
talking about how everybody always talks about lizard and reptiles,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
However, this I never thought about this, and this makes sense. The behaviors of the they is actually more insect like than it is reptile like. They were pointing out like so many things that is insect like in the behavior of the they. It's like not even funny.
Okay.
He was like, well, because they were likening stuff and actions to the things that they do, right? And
Mhm.
then saying, do mammals do that? Or do like insects are um, one of the things that like manufacture or make like chemicals to kill other
Okay. Yeah. That's true.
um, insects have a hive mentality. They go to war, like they like go like troops or whatever. Insects do that, but like mammals will defend their territory, but they don't go to war. Typically, they don't. Insects do that. There's a whole bunch of things that they were naming, and it was just I never thought about it like that. And they were talking about because like how a lot of stuff is inverted, right? So how this goes to my theory of how I think they're always trying to get us to look at the sky because I think there's something in the ground, right? So like if there are like they were talking about insects live in the ground, so uh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I was
Yeah.
like,
That makes sense, dude.
they are more insect like. And of course, they would want us to look at the reptiles because they don't want us to look at the insects. Oh, and reptiles don't typically eat other reptiles, but insects will eat other insects. And he was like, and Klaus Schwab is all, trying to get people to, they're wanting to put bugs in food and all that, then getting us to eat bugs instead of like actual food.
That's true.
Yeah. He was like,
Well.
like how the slaves insects have slave they have slave worker like things. Mammals don't have that. Everybody like they mammals have like packs where everybody like does their part or pitches in or whatever, but
Yep.
insects have slave workers that are just supposed to build for the colony or just to do this for the queen. Insects are like that. Reptiles aren't like that. Huh?
There. There is a. There is a type of beings from a certain planet that are called mantas that are like they are insects, but they're supposed to be good.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think I might not believe. I don't know if I believe in. Okay, wait. Let me see. Let me say this. I think I might believe in outer space outside of the thing that we're in. I
Yeah.
think we're in something, and then
Okay.
there might be space outside of that.
All right.
But I think that it is more highly likely that there is another set of people or something that lives here. Uh, it just lives here where we don't know or see it, and we don't have access to underground. You can't just go underground. Why can't you? Like, why can't we do that? You know? Because they care about our safety? No, they don't. They put poison literally in our food. They feed us vegetable oil. They tell us to put that in our cake mix.
Yeah.
And it's toxic, everyone. Like
Yeah,
literally, it's literally toxic, and they know that, and it's in the baking aisle.
Yep.
And they cook all of our fast food in it. And you don't have to use that. You can use peanut oil. Or I know if you have a peanut allergy, you can't, but you can use other oils. There's other olive oil. You don't have to use vegetable oil. Like it's not even like vegetables. They like, why do you call it vegetable oil then? Call it what it is. It's toxic, nasty, toxic, like literally toxic to human beings.
So what is it? What is vegetable oil?
It's like a what's it called? It's a byproduct of something. Like it's a result of something. Yeah, it's like not. I don't know. It's just
so
weird.
I also use Country Crock. That is basically vegetable oil, so that's out.
Oh, I do. Well, that's is margarine vegetable oil?
I don't know. We got to check on that. But you know what? We need to use real unsalted butter or salted butter. Lard. We could use lard. We could use olive oil, peanut oil.
Oh, lard. That's okay. So lard. That's what I was gonna say. Because isn't that what people make sopapillas in? And
yeah, definitely lots of Mexican food in lard.
Okay, so is that why they use lard? Do you know?
I don't think they know. I don't think lots of people know, dude.
About the vegetable oil?
Yeah.
A lot of people do know. Like,
yeah, you're right.
My parents knew. I'm like, well, then why are we eating it, you guys? What the heck? But my son doesn't use vegetable oil. He uses olive oil and peanut oil. He was like, yeah, Mom, that's why I don't use vegetable oil. And I was like, well, thanks for telling me.
Yeah, it's so much, dude. So much that we're using that is so bad for us. I'm on pretty much everything.
They're everything. I literally feel like everything they say is bad for you is probably not that bad for you. But like if they really push something, then I know that there's a reason why they're doing that. They're either like trying to distract people or something. Hi, Bat Mom. Vegetable oil is derived from seeds. What kind of seeds? But yeah, when it gets to the smoking temperature, it's like high. It's not just like a little bit toxic. It's like highly toxic. And it goes into the food and into the air.
Yep. And when it goes into the air, it turns into a different kind of toxic.
Am I yelling? Why are you smiling?
No, she was just standing in the hallway. So I was just like,
oh. My son's a fitness coach, everybody. You want to come say hi to the...
Hello, sweet baby angel.
That mom is watching, and she's awesome.
Hello.
This is my son. His name is Noah. Baby. He is a fitness coach at EOS. Coach. Yeah.
We're so very proud of him.
He does good, too. He does really good. He knows his stuff. He knows what he's talking about.
Good job.
One of my clients today, she actually told me that if I went as private coaching, that she would do.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Right on.
Actually, because one of my clients, Tevin, sorry, I'm not trying to take up too much.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
He's running in a Spartan race. And he's already ran one. He ran one at 350 pounds.
Wow.
So, yeah. So now he's like 340. I helped him lose 10 pounds so far.
Oh, wow.
But like, he's trying to run another Spartan race in November. And he gave me the medals that he won. And he said, this is my commitment.
Oh, that's awesome.
Until you help me win this Spartan race.
Aww.
So I told him, I'm like, hey, man, like, just let me know if things go under. Like, I'll still train you. Because I want to see this through. He really, like.
That's really awesome. Isn't that awesome? See, that's what it's all about, man. See, that's awesome. My boy.
It will be easy for you to get a lot of clients that way, Noah, and you could do your own thing before you know it.
Yeah, he walked out, but yes, and he's gonna work with our foundation someday. He knows that.
That's cool.
Kiki's gonna design it, the inside and all that. She's gonna design the space, right, Keeks? Oh, sorry. She doesn't like it when I call her that.
Oh, yeah, but I can call her.
Sorry, my dog is barking everywhere.
That's okay. That's
Val,
okay.
your son is 35.
Oh, there you go. Mine is just 11.
Oh yeah, no. I know it's 21. You thought I had a 5-year-old? Oh heavens, no! Thank goodness for that. Wow, I'm too tired. I'm too old for a 5-year-old.
Can you imagine?
No. 35. Wow, that time goes by so fast. Noah's going to be 35 before we know it. My ex and son did the tough murder. The what? You mean whatever the Spartan race?
Oh,
is that what you mean?
I was like,
wait, what? Dude, I wish I could do a race, man. Last time I tried to race in cross country in high school, I threw up in the sunflowers because they made us run at Buffalo Park.
You were feeding the birds.
Yeah, I couldn't handle it. So I wanted to I don't know if you want me to talk about the tax thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi. What? No. Is it important or like?
No, I was just gonna talk about
how old is Kiki?
Naked babies.
Okay. Right now, because I'm on. What? Wait, what?
There's this thing called Sunny Angels.
What is that? That's weird.
No, they're so cute. They're little collectibles.
Huh. Okay.
Kiki, how old are you?
Kiki, this is Kiki. She is 15 and she's about to be 15 and 7. I'm trying to show you.
Beautiful. Hi, Kiki.
Hi.
She's about to be 15 and 7 months, everybody, which means she gets her permit.
You mean 16?
Oh my goodness.
15.
16.
No, you're about to be 15 and 7 months.
Oh, and 7 months. I thought you said in 7 months.
No. And 7 months. I'm like, I know how old you are, dear. Okay. So yes, I was telling Susie the other day that I came across a bill because every once in a while I go to Congress. Kiki, yes, we call her Kiki. Her name's Kiara, but we call her Kiki because when she was little, she couldn't say her name. She called herself Kiki. Oh, but now she corrects everybody's grammar. So I have 2 kids. I've got 2, just 2. And then all the other kids that are my kids' kids. I mean, kids' friends. and my friends' kids. Those are my kids too.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I came across a bill that was introduced, and maybe you guys already know about this bill. It was introduced in January. It's the Fair Tax Act. So they probably have talked about it on the news. I highly doubt they've said anything accurate because usually most of the time, every time I hear anything on the news about any kind of legislation, it's they only talk about one little tiny aspect of it, or they talk about it in a misleading way so that people don't quite get it and people are mad and they don't want it and they don't even understand what it really is. So, 4, you have 4, but you can only, but I only claim one of them. That's what my mom says about me sometimes. So anyway, so I thought it was interesting because at whenever there is a bill introduced, there is a summary that comes out that kind of talks about the bill. And the summary was I'd never read a bill that started out that in a way that didn't really make me mad, for one. So I was like, this is different. But it sounded pretty cool. So I don't know. I thought I should share it maybe. And Susie said that maybe, or she thought I should.
You should share it because I think it gave me a really hopeful feeling.
Okay. So I will read this. Okay. So this act may be cited as and obviously this is a bill it's lengthy legislation. So this is just the summary. But this bill may be cited as the Fair Tax Act of 2023. The table of contents for this act is as follows. I won't go over the table of contents, but it says Section 2, Congressional Findings. Findings related to federal income tax. Congress finds that the federal income tax, number 1, retards economic growth and has reduced the standard of living of the American public. Number 2, it impedes the international competitiveness of the United States industry. It reduces savings and investments in the United States by taxing income multiple times. It slows the capital formation necessary for real wages to steadily increase. It lowers productivity. It imposes unacceptable and unnecessary administrative and compliance costs on individual and business taxpayers, is unfair and inequitable. It unnecessarily intrudes upon the privacy and civil rights of United States citizens. It hides the true cost of government by embedding taxes in the cost of everything Americans buy. It is not being complied with at satisfactory levels and therefore raises the tax burden on law-abiding citizens and impedes upward social mobility. Findings relating to federal payroll taxes. Congress finds further that the Social Security and Medicare payroll taxes and self-employment taxes, 1, raise the cost of employment, 2, destroy jobs and cause unemployment, and 3, have a disproportionately adverse impact on lower income Americans. Findings related to federal estate and gift taxes. Congress finds further that the federal estate and gift taxes, 1, force family businesses and farms to be sold by the family to pay such taxes. 2, discourage capital formation and entrepreneurship. 3, foster the continued dominance of large enterprises over small family-owned companies and farms. And 4, impose unacceptably high tax planning costs on small businesses and farms. Findings related to national sales tax. Congress finds further that a broad-based national sales tax on goods and services purchased for final consumption is similar in many respects to the sales and use tax already in place in 45 of the 50 states. 2, it will promote savings and investment. 3, it will promote fairness. 4, it will promote economic growth. 5, it will raise the standard of living. 6, it will increase investment. 7, it will enhance productivity and international competitiveness. 8, it will reduce administrative burdens on the American taxpayer. 9, it will improve upward social mobility. And 10, it will respect the privacy interests and civil rights of taxpayers. Findings related to administration of national sales tax. Congress finds further that 1, most of the practical experience administering sales tax is found at the state governmental level, which means that they would be doing things locally, which is good. 2, it is desirable to harmonize federal and state collection and enforcement efforts to the maximum extent possible. 3, it is sound tax administration policy to foster administration and collection of the federal sales tax at the state level in return for a reasonable administration fee to the states. And 4, businesses that must collect and remit taxes should receive reasonable compensation for the cost of doing so. Findings related to the repeal of the Findings relating to the repeal of present federal tax system. Congress further finds that the 16th Amendment to the United States Constitution should be repealed. And what is the 16th Amendment, ladies and gentlemen?
What is it?
It is that Congress shall have the power to lay and collect taxes on incomes from whatever source derived without apportionment among the several states and without regard to any census or enumeration. So they want to take that shit out.
And I think that is so hopeful. Like, and I want to know, like, how in the hell did everybody think that was okay to begin with?
Well, everybody didn't think it was okay to begin with. They kind of tricked everybody into it. So yeah.
But so what does this mean, you guys? What does that mean? It means that we're going to have more money because we won't have all that crap been taken away from us for years and years and forever and a day.
Well, for one, I mean, they would be collecting the taxes like on goods that you're buying. So like they're not going to be, you know how many times we're taxed, guys, on things? Do you know how many times for the same good or service we are not only taxed, but we are charged for multiple times for the very same occurrence and the very same day, very same product, very same service. And we saw one person, but we're charged. You have to think about every single person that went into that interaction behind the scenes, like if it's a product, every single person that touched that, from it growing in the ground or whatever and being built and made and packaged and shipped and stocked and packaged and shipped and stocked and whatever, like all of those people had to make some money off of that. And then they also tax everything along the way. So they're not just taxing the end result. They're taxing the income of the person who is making the product that they're also going to tax, who they're also going to tax the person who's buying it. It's like, really? How, like, dude, how greedy can you be?
That is the most greedy you can be. That is ridiculous. It's like you're getting charged to do the job.
Right. Exactly. And we are in so many ways. And then they tell us that we have health insurance. Oh, you need a job so you can have benefits. I need a job so I can pay money to have benefits, so I can go to the doctor to pay the doctor and the insurance company. But I thought I was supposed to have benefits. Yeah, so like it would actually save me money if I would just quit my job and not go anywhere so I didn't get sick, and then I would just not need to go to the doctor or whatever. But like the amount of money that I pay to my job to pay for my insurance, and then I also pay to the insurance, and I also pay to the doctor. Mm-hmm. No. And to the pharmaceutical company. Like we don't have that much in us anymore. Like whatever insect is at the top. And you know what? That would make sense to me, Susie, because what is the thing that I am afraid of more than anything?
Buggies.
Yes. Why? Because I can't explain it. It's an irrational, like, I don't like them. I don't know why. I don't like them. I don't like insects.
Well,
some insects are okay, but actually I talked to the spiders in my garage, but those guys are different because they protect me and we're a team. I bring them food and they keep other things from biting me. So yeah, it works out.
Bees are okay because bees actually raise the vibration. They keep the vibration of the earth going.
Oh, actually. Yeah. Well, insects are necessary. They're necessary, but not ones that are ruling over the earth.
And not ones that hurt you. Like there's a difference here. Like the kind of bees
aren't necessary.
That sting you, that cause people harm. Those ones, do those raise the vibration? I'm not sure.
Well, cockroaches aren't necessary, are they? They don't do anything good. They spread disease.
Are you sure? They might be.
They cause asthma, huh? Cockroaches?
Oh, yeah, they do cause asthma.
No, they're not good. No, I don't like. I mean, I don't not like insects because I don't kill insects. I try not to. If I do kill them, I feel bad.
Cockroaches.
Oh, you're trying to look at the name? Are you doing edit?
Yeah, I'm looking to see if they have anything.
Cockroaches. They're dicks. Oh wait, can you say that? Can we say that?
Oh, I think you can. Like, I don't know anymore. I got banned off of TikTok, so now I'm like, what in the heck?
Yeah, Susie's a TikTok prisoner.
I'm a TikTok prison.
So everybody, I have been doing my woodworking a lot. And I'm excited to show people my stuff. And then I've thought about telling people my story a little bit. Susie and I talked about that, but my story is other people's story too. So I have to make sure, but that should be interesting if I do. I have an interesting story.
I think you should tell a little bit of it. Give us a little taste.
Well, I was adopted when I was born. When I was 3 days old, actually. interracially adopted in 1978, which is actually rarer than I thought it was until I looked into that recently, just because it's fascinating. So, and I have gratitude for being adopted. My parents are wonderful, and I had a perfect childhood. Like our childhood literally was like what you see in movies, like from that time period. You know what I mean? Like I don't think our kids like have it like we did.
They
like,
don't. We had really a lot of fun.
Like our lives could have been a movie, like for real. Like
you know what?
Our lives were like that. Huh?
We could write a movie about our
childhood. So easy. Yeah, we could.
Like we lived in a neighborhood where there was a park, and we knew all the kids in the neighborhood. They went to the same school as us. Sometimes they went to the same church as us. We knew these kids all throughout our school lives.
We went to that park we're still friends with these same people right now.
We sure are. And we went to that park from a very young age till graduation, I'm sure, and messed around in that park.
Yep.
We had our first jobs in that town. We came from a small town, and it's really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there's Ben.
Hi, Ben. Yeah, we came from a small town, and there's something special about the people from Flagstaff. I don't know what it is, dude. I swear there's something special about the people from Flagstaff. And it's so weird because it's like it's just like a random town, it's not anything, but there's like something special about people from there. And like we all have I feel like we all have a weird sort of bond.
Mm-hmm. We do.
With each other.
I think so. Cause like even the dudes.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't get along with somebody in high school necessarily, it's not like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
That's true. That is true. I saw somebody that I got in a fist fight with as an adult at the pharmacy. She was giving me my medication, and it was actually not that bad. It was just like, hi, like, where are we going? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like neat.
It was good.
I wish that, I don't know what all of you guys feel there in the chat in regards to like, if you believe that there's a purpose to life, like why we're here.
How do you feel about it, Jara?
I believe that we are here to learn, because I believe that we are all eternal. And I think though that in order for us to earn, or I don't know if earn is the right word, in order for us to step into the role that was meant for us, I believe that we have to learn certain things, because you have to have a certain soul or a certain something about you in order for you to be able to have the type of power that we have and use it in a way that it's not gonna destroy everything or something. So I think that I do believe in reincarnation. I didn't used to, I wasn't sure, but I do believe in it now because it makes sense. I'm a science person, as well as a very intuitive person. So when something makes sense and it clicks with my personal experience in life and my intuitive, I don't know, higher self or whatever, then, I like listen to that. And I believe that you would have to live multiple lives in order to gain the knowledge and the experience and be in the shoes of so many different people that are in so many different areas of life. You would have to have that. There's no way that you could possibly become like whatever enough after, living one or two lives. And I do believe in like a source or a God. I believe that there is something that we have a relationship with. And I don't believe that God would give you one life and expect you to like do it all perfect, or you're going to go to hell. That just literally doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
so,
a lot of that doesn't make sense.
not to me. It doesn't make sense to me. I apologize. That sounded rude. It doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, I don't know. That's what I think. I think that, our lives here, I think that there's not necessarily a right or a wrong. I mean, it's wrong, obviously, to murder children and stuff like that. But I think that we're supposed to be here because we're supposed to learn certain lessons. And I think the biggest thing is that if you don't learn the lessons you're supposed to learn, yet you have to come back and you have to learn that. You have to learn those lessons. So, like, if you do learn those lessons, Susie and I were talking about this the other day. Was that this morning, or when was that? Yesterday?
Yesterday.
If you do learn those lessons, but like, as you're learning those lessons, you accidentally, or you happen to also like murder people or something, maybe you still get to go on because you learned the lessons you're supposed to learn, and you just also happen to kill some people, which isn't cool. You probably shouldn't do that. But like, so I mean, because you do gotta wonder sometimes, like, how come people that are evil seem to have nothing bad ever happens to them or whatever. But it might be because it's not supposed to yet.
Yeah, well, there's some evil. Sometimes it might be in somebody's like life contract to learn something, and like from killing somebody or being murdered.
Right.
It's true. I mean, it could be.
All I know is I don't believe that we are here by accident, and I don't believe that we're supposed to come here so that we can try to become something that is unattainable, that there's not even really anybody who can define it. Like, who is anybody to say who's what? And God himself hasn't come and shown his face to us to say this for sure, it will be given, send you to hell or whatever. So I don't think that God would do that. And
No.
I think that one huge thing, though, is I also think that we're not supposed to be here and move away from being human. I don't think we're supposed to
have
do
the
that.
human experience.
Right. I think we're supposed to be human, and I think we're supposed to also be one with nature. And I don't think we're supposed to move away from being human. And I don't think we should move away from or hurt nature. And I don't think that we should learn to ignore our emotions, because our emotions is what makes us human, and our intuition is part of what makes us human. And that we were given that we're human for a reason. So, like, why do we try to ignore the parts of ourselves that make us that? That's so weird.
Yeah.
Let yourself feel, people, because it's okay to have emotion.
That's actually what we're here for. We're here to experience all those emotions and to experience the human experience. And along with the human experience is sadness, happiness. Hi, Ben.
Hey, ladies. How y'all doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Oh. Excuse me. Sorry.
That's so creepy.
I know. That's the creepiest. I know. That's my ringtone because my phone wasn't ringing, and I have clients that are moving from Chicago, and I kept missing the call. So yeah, that's my ringtone.
So I think there really is no bad or good, that it's all an experience.
I'll be right back. I just have to call him back real quick. Okay. You guys.
So I believe that everybody has a, what is it? What did I just call it right now? A life contract. And before you're born, you get with God and figure out what you need to learn this lifetime. And you plan it out with the rest of your soul tribe. These are people that are with your lives over and over and over again. And I believe that you work it out with them on who's going to do what and how and where and who's going to learn what, and cross the lessons off their list and be successful at that. So I believe that there really is no bad or good, that it's all an experience.
Wow, that's interesting. It's like predestination, kind of.
That's what I believe. That's just me. You know, I mean, I know there's a lot of other people that I picked that up somewhere. You know, so I know that other people do.
Isn't that the Calvinist thing?
What is that?
I think John Calvin, and he was a European guy, like in before we were born. I think that he kind of came up with that predestination.
Oh, wow, cool. I want to look him up. John Calvin.
I think so.
Do you
I could be wrong.
Predestination or do you think things are predestined? You guys?
Do I think?
Yeah, you both of you. Do you?
No, I don't think so.
No, I think it's just. I think we do have free will, though. Like we could go against our plan. You know.
Oh yeah.
I think I didn't always think this way, you guys. This is all of my beliefs have changed since growing up. I grew up a whole different way with a whole new different set of beliefs that I'm proud that I grew up that way, and I'm proud of it. And I am proud that I was so devout to it, and I'm proud of it. But I have changed my mind about it. Pretty much I've had to unlearn and a lot of things that I was brought up with because I don't agree with them anymore. It didn't resonate right with me, and it felt like out of alignment for me. So I had to do a tough thing, which is take a deep look at myself and my thoughts and my beliefs and see what is an alignment for me so that I could enjoy my experience here, you know, as a human right now in this life.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's all about. I think that's what we come to do, to like figure that shit out like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think it's important that you live like in alignment with what is really in your heart, though, because I think that will make you sicker than anything is if you're living against, like, if you really don't believe in something, but you're living that way or something. I don't think that's good for you.
No, it cannot be. It causes a lot of harm. I believe that causes most of the harm that we have is when.
Well, it causes increases in cortisol levels if you do that. It actually causes the stress hormone to be released into your body, and that's really not good for your body. So,
unfortunately, most of us are like just fed these beliefs, and we go along with it all of our life. But sometimes we don't. Sometimes we get a choice. Some people get a choice, and some people grow up and find that choice and make their changes. And some people just stay in it because it feels comfortable. So, and then there's nothing wrong with any of those things. There's nothing wrong with staying in it. Yes, it could be unhealthy for you if it's not your real beliefs, but if that's what feels right for you, I guess
most people though just never even find out. They don't know. Most people don't know all the options that are out there.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
They don't even look into it.
Yeah, they don't even know.
Ask themselves like, why is this making me miserable? You know, why?
I'm gonna actually be getting licensed to sell life insurance, and the lady who I met with and my friend who's doing it and being trained right now, this lady was telling me stuff that's crazy, like that I didn't know about, like that they don't tell us about, like laws and tax code that make a huge difference. Like for, you know, I didn't know that life insurance money isn't taxable. I didn't know that. Like like how, you know, how they can tax your 401k and all that. They can't do that with life insurance money. I had no idea about any of that. This is how
the rich people stay rich. They put all their money in that instead of the bank.
Yeah, because it gives you compound interest too, and it's indexed. It doesn't go up and down. It goes up and it locks and stays there until the market goes up again. So like, I was like, wait, what?
That's how the rich stay rich.
So she's going to be on the show. I asked her, the stuff she was telling me was so interesting. And it wasn't like, I'm not like, because like tax stuff and all that, it's like not, you know, it's boring or whatever. But no, this was like stuff that every single person should know, because they don't tell us this. And so she said that she's going to come on the podcast in the future. So I look forward to that. It'll be cool to hear about some some
They
things.
make it boring on purpose so people don't look into it, so people never find out because people won't.
That's why they make it worded the way that they do. That's why they put everything in legalese, because it's hard to understand. It doesn't mean the same thing that it means.
It's very technical.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, it's so bad. It's tricky. That is like the trickiest. I want to learn how to.
It's a trick. That is the right word for it. It is a trick. They do that on purpose. They put that jargon in there on purpose.
I asked ChatGPT how I would create an app that would translate legalese into common English so that regular people could put in legislation and understand it.
Yeah, because we deserve to know what all it is.
Could do that, huh?
We deserve to know what all that, because it involves us.
Yeah, it's our money. Yeah, it involves us. Did you know, everyone, that when they take payroll taxes out of your paycheck or whatever, every day there's a deposit that's made into the FDIC, and they deposit this money into an interest-bearing account. So they're taking our tax money out of our checks, and they're depositing that shit into an compound interest-bearing account, and then they're taking the money they're making and depositing the money into another interest-bearing account. Did you guys know that?
And where is that?
Huh?
What is that? Where does that go to? Yeah, who gets that?
I didn't know that.
The government's getting that. So they're getting our, like, so here's my question. And I would be very interested, Ben, if you have like, I don't know what your thoughts are on this. So my question is, where in the F is all of the money going? Because they're not giving it to schools. They're not giving it to to people. They're not fixing roads. I know they're saying they're giving a lot of it to overseas, but we don't know that they're doing that. We don't know what they're doing. But I know that there's a lot of money missing.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of money missing because there's all of our, like, Social Security is going to run out in 2037. So
yeah,
where's the money?
I don't know.
Isn't that weird? Because it's like you don't see it anywhere. So it's like, do they have another family somewhere? Our government that they're supporting that they're not telling us about?
That's a good question. That's what it feels like.
Is there another wife and kids? I don't know, man. It's kind of weird.
Like very related, but I really can't. Really can't prove anything. But I'm just saying something I heard that there was 21 trillion missing in, let's see, August of 2001, 21 trillion. And all of a sudden 9/11 happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's definitely has something to do with it.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
There was a lot of information that was destroyed in 9/11 that people don't know about, because it was in that other building that they bought that they collapsed. There wasn't even anywhere near this Twin Towers.
Yeah, Building 7 or
yeah. They actually reported that it collapsed before the building actually collapsed, because the reporter didn't know it hadn't fallen yet or something.
What? Yeah, there's all kinds of shit coming out with that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. People, it's funny because like people they say, I've always been a person who's always had an interest in things, and so people have always called me a conspiracy theorist since I was for a long time. But it's like, well, our government literally, in like so many instances in history, they were doing that. They were doing it. There was a conspiracy. So like, why is everybody all, you're a conspiracy? I'm like, look at the behavior, look at history though. So
it's all going to come out. The truth has to come out. The truth always comes out.
Well, everybody just like ask yourself, like, if something doesn't make sense, either you don't have all the information or somebody's not telling everything or is lying. And that's it. There's no other, like, because if If it was true, it would make sense.
There isn't going to be a way to deny it soon. Like we're getting down to that boiling point where there's
to deny what, like where the money
everything, is? like everything, all the lies, because it's all coming up to it's all coming up to a head. Like, for instance, all the people that are getting sick, like with there's so much. It's all coming out. It's all coming up to the surface right now in history, right now at this time. It's all coming out. A lot of people aren't paying attention because a lot of people haven't been paying attention this whole time.
The problem is that you have so many people that are willing to look the other way because they have skin in the game. So, and they know that the other people that are involved also have skin in the game. So they kind of all look out for each other. So like the only way to really change anything is for us regular people to just like stop allowing it and stop believing the bullshit that we hear and stop being mad at each other, because I'm pretty sure that literally all of us watching right now, or anybody that will ever watch this video, probably wants to just like, I don't know, be happy and like love people and have everything that you need and not have to like slave away for the rest of your life or be treated like shit or whatever, you know?
Well, some people don't. Actually, some people think it's easier just to let those people that are like making all these lies. Some people think it's just easier to go along
but they
with it.
think it's easier. They've never tried it. You know,
they've never tried it.
How like, you know,
so
how,
what
like,
do you suggest, Jara?
Huh?
What do you suggest?
Well, I guess if some people, you know, the only thing I can suggest is the people that are not satisfied with the way that things are going, that we find a way to participate in the world with each other without participating in a system that doesn't go along with what we hold to be important without breaking the law. There's ways of doing that. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy.
I suggest that we don't comply. We do not need to comply. We don't need to. We don't need them, and we don't need to. And there's enough people that believe that to just stop complying, and they won't have a choice.
Well, like, so for, you know, if we didn't have these big box stores and everything, people would just take care of themselves, right? So that's why they wouldn't have to have a job. Like, why everybody feels like we have to get taxes, we have to do this, we have to do that. Well, if everybody just took care of themselves and you weren't trying to build a country, it wouldn't be like that. Like, everything doesn't need to be global. I don't know why we do it that way. It just
it doesn't. It really doesn't.
And
you know what? It probably isn't. Did you know that it probably isn't, like all this stuff?
I mean, global is good for like you can travel globally, but like, why do we have to ship shit over? You know what I mean? Like, why can't we just use what we have in the area? Why do we have to ship things?
I don't know. Good question. That's a hard question. That's a good hard question.
It's because people are greedy and they want something they want when they want it, where they want it, and they don't care what they have to do to fucking get it. Oops, I said a bad word. My bad.
People are also kind of don't have the and what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say lazy. I want to say they don't have like the ambition or they don't have what's inside them to like, I don't know. Why don't people take a stand? Why don't people stand up for what they believe or like speak up, use the voice that God gave them and fight against it?
It depends on what your position is. And you don't want to be, you know, like say the mainstream position is like, I think it's pretty bullshit. You just don't want to be labeled as something.
You're kind of right. You're right. Because like I think I see what you're saying. Because also like, so say we're, because I've been in this position. So like when I was younger, I was like the working poor. I worked 80 or 90 hours a week, and I just had enough to get by, and I didn't get to have everything that I wanted, but I had everything that I needed. And sometimes I had a few times on my lifetime have gotten help. Like when I was pregnant, I got WIC and food stamps and, health care. So I guess you don't want to knock that, right? If you're using that. So that's one thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I mean, wow, I don't know.
It's deep. That's really deep. I think something's. I want. Okay, well, let me put a positive spin on it. I believe that there's enough people right now that are seeing the way we're seeing and that want to make a change. And I do believe that there is a change happening. So that's hopeful because I choose to believe that. So that's the way it's happening for me.
Right. And I feel like what I'm going to do is I try to educate myself as much as I can about different options because if I don't like the present system, then I got to find a way to do something to go around that. That's how I cope with things. I get creative or whatever and think outside the box. So I educate myself, and I don't listen to the mainstream because from my life experience, having a mom who's not well, I've literally seen the government and the healthcare system and the education system do not a damn thing for people like my family. Nothing.
No, they don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
They do not.
And so when they're all up there and they're saying what they're saying and they're getting people all riled up and stuff about issues and this and that, I'm like, at the end of the day, I don't care. You're Republican, Democrat, whatever. None of them have done anything for
You're right.
anybody.
You're right.
And it's not anything that matters,
Yeah, nothing that changes your world right now around you, really. Well, sometimes, but.
Right. Like if I hear I can't stand how they this president created more jobs than, no, he didn't. He did not do anything. Stop giving credit to one person for something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Yeah. Stop calling people self-made millionaires.
That is so untrue. The president doesn't create that shit. There's people out there that are doing it.
Right. Because you know what? There is no such thing as a self-made anything. I'm sorry. Every single person
on your own.
had help from something or someone or knew someone or
other people's minds, other people's ideas. It always is a culmination.
I mean, a lot of our politicians are not even that smart, guys.
They're not.
They're they don't.
Yeah, you're right.
They should be in a position like that when some stuff they say doesn't even make sense. It literally doesn't make sense. And it's wait a minute. What did they just say that? That doesn't make sense.
They're just puppets, really. There's other people behind the scenes that we don't even know who they are that are really making those calls.
Yeah, it's just I don't.
I'm a self-made thousandaire.
Wait, what was that?
I'm a self-made thousandaire.
You're a self-made thousandaire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be my family's first millionaire. Well, I probably am not. I think my Uncle Richard was a millionaire.
Well, see, and the thing that people, there's a lot of having opportunities or having a tool or something like that to help you in achieving something makes a huge difference. Huge difference.
Like what kind of tool? Like a skill or?
Well, okay. So typically if you are a person who is in a family that has a little bit more money or more opportunities, or you're in an area where you have more things at your disposal that would expose you to opportunities, right? So anytime that you come across a person or a thing or something happens, that's an opportunity, right? So in order for you to be able to grow and try to grow outside of your environment, if that's what you want to do, then you have to be open and looking for opportunities all the time. And
Yeah.
There are some people that they're not looking for shit and they just get shit. There's mom and dad and, you know, grandpa and whoever are throwing opportunities at them left and right. And they wind up, you know, retiring a multimillionaire, and they literally like did not hardly anything very much except for drank a lot of beer or whatever. Or then you have people that had, like, they had to, every single opportunity they got, it would be snatched right as they were going to take it, and they had to like work 10 times harder to try to get it back, and then they had to go backwards and like relearn something, and then, you know, their mom was in jail, or there's all kinds of scenarios, and you can't say that somebody who is a millionaire or a billionaire that they got there and they never had help.
You're right.
I would say that would make them, I don't know, like the son of God. But then, oh wait, aren't we all that too? So like, we're all special.
Well, we're all the same, and we are all
We're
special.
all the same. We are all the same. Exactly. And being special because you're born and getting to live in a castle and things because you were born is like gross to me. But that's me.
What do you mean? What are you saying?
Because everybody was born. Everybody was born. We're all that important. Everybody is that special. We're all born.
So some people, just because they were born, they get all that shit. And everybody's born, but some people don't get shit when they're born.
You know, and there's a lot of
I see how that can make you sick. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that do a lot in the world and nobody ever even knows they did anything because they're humble people and they don't do it. They do it for the right reason, not because they want everybody to know they did it. So they don't say anything, you know. They're quiet about things, and there's people like that. I just, if those people would say something. Don't be quiet.
There we go. Well, there we go. That leads us back to what I always end up going back to. Almost every show, like almost every conversation, leads me back to the same thing. That's why I truly believe that this is like a special assignment for me in my lifetime, is that the importance of the consciousness of us, like the level of consciousness that we're at, is so freaking important. If we higher our consciousness, we wouldn't think this way, and we wouldn't have to be like at each other. There wouldn't be any more of that. And I do believe that the world is trying to raise its consciousness. And when we succeed, we won't have that shit to worry about anymore.
Why do you think we at each other like that, though?
I just see it like, well,
we are, the world is, I think the world is, but I don't think we are. See, I think that there's like two different realities. There's like the world, and then there's like ours that's like shared, you know what I mean? Like this community is like nice and stuff like this happens, and we're all familiar with stuff like this, and that's awesome. But like the collective reality is sick, and people
that part. I do. I don't think like we as me and the people that I surround myself we aren't like that.
Yeah.
I think that the good people that have a conscience should share it, like spread the word, use your throat chakra and show it, be the way you are and be that good person, like out loud, so it spreads to other people.
Yeah, because like if people are not afraid to be nice or whatever, because I'm sorry, but there are so many people out there that are afraid, like they're afraid to be nice, or like and they probably don't even know why. There's something inside of them that just keeps them from doing it.
So like Donald said something right here. Let me put it on here. Oh man, my mouth
glasses.
Okay, so Donald says right here that the world won't change Earth is a dangerous planet to live on, and we choose to come into the danger. We can't change the world, only our perspective of it. Which
I agree with him.
I do. I agree too. Like at first it's kind of a negative statement, but you're right, because there's level of consciousness that each of us personally can reach, and we really can't change the world, but we can make our world match our level of consciousness.
We can change our world. We can't change the world. Mm-hmm. But we can only change it through changing our perspective and how you look at things. I agree with him. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that is true. That's a good way to put it.
Good on you, Don.
Donald. Oh, that's not Donald.
I saw you, Don. Huh?
That's Grasshopper, not Donald.
Oh, Grasshopper. I'm sorry. My bad.
Did I call
him
you
say Donald said that? Why did I say Donald?
I might have said that. I'm sorry. We missed him. We missed good old Donald.
Sorry, Grasshopper. That was Susie's fault. I'm gonna blame. I'm gonna be like the world, and I'm gonna.
Oh, I love this. I love this, Grasshopper. That Earth is just one of millions of planets to live on. We came here for a reason, and it's true.
It's a school. Yeah.
We could have lived on. So I believe we have past lives. I believe we've lived more than one life, and so I believe that we've lived more than one life, and not all of them were on Earth.
Yeah.
I didn't believe that always. This is just a new belief for me, and I'm just delving into it. And yeah, I do believe it. Especially with all this talk about how other beings are going to be presenting themselves and this and that, and all this talk that's coming out about how the military has been working with them for so long. And so
be cautious though, guys, because the military doesn't ever tell us stuff.
No shit. Yeah, you're right.
Tell us stuff. So there's a reason they're doing that, which tells me that they're gonna fake some shit.
Oh hell yeah,
they're aliens. Yeah, they're gonna fake some shit. They're gonna take down the internet, I think.
Oh, definitely. And then they'll put it up, but it will.
And they'll put it back up, but it's gonna be different because they're gonna.
It won't have the same information that we had access to before.
Right. Yeah. So enjoy it while you can, because they don't give us cool things like ChatGPT. Because they're cool and they want us to have fun. There's a reason behind them doing that, because the AI art generator thing and all that is it's fun. But, they're doing that for a reason. I don't know exactly what it is. They're collecting our consciousness and building a quantum computer. I have no idea. But they don't do that because they're nice.
Grasshopper, you're right again. Man, Grasshopper.
I agree with that too, for sure.
Yeah, I do too. I do too, Grasshopper, because I think that's why my dreams are all weird. Because I think I might I don't know.
It's true. This is true. This is exactly true. There really is no past lives. I don't know where they made it that way, but or where they started calling it that. But everything's happening all at once because time is not real.
I love that movie. Have you guys all seen that movie? Everything.
Everything all at once.
Everywhere all at once. Oh,
that was a good movie. That gave me chills when you said that. That was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
But dude, Donald, why do I keep calling you Donald? We're gonna have to tell Donald we missed him today. But Grasshopper, I want to go hang out with you. I want to just hang out with
Grasshopper,
you. Grasshopper,
you got 50 years ahead of us. So you're 90?
You're 100 years old?
You're 94?
Wow. Yeah, you can't be that old. You're probably not even that much older than us. We just look so young. We're really not that young.
I'm going to be 45 in July. And Susie will be 45 in September. Oops, my bad. She's going to be 29 in September.
I'm the big 4-4.
4-4.
I'm proud of it. I'm
so young.
Yep. Where are you? How old are you, Ben?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 46.
Oh, so you're you're around the same age as we are. So you graduated in 94, 93?
Yeah, 94.
Yep. We graduated in 96.
Dude, that's cool. Oh, wait. When did my sister graduate? Oh, 87 or something like that?
My brother graduated in 93, I think. 92.
How do I take that on? So, yeah, that's pretty cool, guys. We're around the same. And Grasshopper says he's 68. Age is just a number. Age doesn't mean shit. Time isn't real. It's all an illusion. It's a social construct. So we don't even believe in that. It's just a number, Grasshopper. So I'm going to come hang out with you. That's my point.
Let me see. Let me show
That's
everybody.
The point of the whole thing.
Oh, look at my
I want to pick your brain.
It was on the contest thingy or whatever. This is my daughter drawing that she did her lotion and stuff that was on her desk.
They're artists. That family, you and your daughter are very talented.
She is more talented than I am. I can't. It looks so much better in person. My screen is all dark.
What are your talents? What do you do? Do you have any talents, Ben, like that? Like, can you draw or sing music or play music or anything like that?
I can fish.
That's a good talent. That would come
this
in handy.
This is grape juice, everyone. This is not wine.
All right. Yeah, right, Jara.
Tell that to my body. I feel like 80 at the moment.
You need to tell that to your body because the only reason you feel like 80 is because you believe you feel like 80.
Yeah.
I'm
just tired.
Because they told us we age.
I don't feel old at all. I feel young.
Me too. I feel the same as I feel wiser though.
I actually feel better. I feel healthier, stronger, smarter, and I feel better than I did when I was younger. I felt older then than I do now.
I feel like 50 is going to be like the best time in my life. I think I do. I feel like
from here on out is going to be the good.
Yeah. Gonna be sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be sweet. Oh, but except for I want when I pass, I want a specific song played at my funeral, Susie. So you have to play "Welcome to My Funeral" by Lucas Graham. I love that.
Okay. I want you to play. Oh, I know what song I want you to play. That song that goes going up to the spirit in the sky. That's
when
I die. I want you to play that. And also, too, this is a demand. I want you guys to throw a freaking party.
I want a party too.
I want everybody to party and celebrate my life.
We should die together so we could have a party together.
You want like a wake movie?
Do I want a wake? What's that?
Awake. Oh, that's when they show you. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. I want to be cremated. I don't want people to be looking at me in my
I don't want people to look at me either.
Then they just see that side of your face from the top of the coffin. I can't handle that.
But I do want to be made into
my mom's funeral. It's just seeing that little part of her face.
Yes, I want a party funeral. I want you to pour a 40 out for your homie.
I actually want a barbecue. So make a big barbecue outside. Hopefully it's summer when I die because you guys are going to be cold.
That was a weird. I'm sorry. I took this to a weird conversation.
That went to a dark place, but it doesn't have to be dark. Death is an illusion too, you guys. We don't.
It
ever
is. Die. I don't believe
it. Definitely is.
Yeah.
So y'all grew up with the grunge music, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Nirvana.
Yep. Nirvana. Pearl Jam.
Yep. Yep.
What was that one? We gotta keep them separated.
Yeah, I remember that. It sounds like people from Jack Bay.
Susie loved Axl Rose. That was you, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, you're.
I liked Poison. I liked but I liked, we all know that I love the New Kids on the Block because I still do.
The who?
New Kids on the Block.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'm a big, huge fan. And you know what? I'm going to go on a cruise with them.
Are you really?
I'm going to. I don't give a shit. This is happening. I don't care what. I'll take out a loan to go.
Oh, are you is it a thing? Do they do that?
Yeah, they do that. They do that. And not only that, but they chill with you. Because you're on a cruise, right? You can't get away.
Right.
They can't get away either. So I'm going to go. I'm actually going to. My husband doesn't want me to go because he knows.
Is this real?
Yeah.
Is this real?
I'll go with you, dude. I'm going to go.
Let's go. That's $4,000.
Where is it cruise to?
I think just to Mexico, like Puerto Vallarta or something.
How many days?
I think it's 4 or 5 days.
It better be because that's a lot. Cruises
just
are
you.
not expensive. Not 4,000 usually.
It's like just you and New Kids on the Block.
Yep. Every night.
Oh,
yeah, my husband does not want me to go because he knows that I'll find a way to really chill with them. And you know what? He's right. He should be scared about that because it's gonna happen.
Wow.
Is that going to be like sexual dinner with Elvis?
Sexual dinner, dude. Yes. Yes, definitely.
I was telling my mom about that.
That is hilarious. I forgot about that. That was a funny moment.
Oh, you crack me up.
That is some funny shit. Yeah. Well, so like we were going to talk about some things this tonight, but we'll talk about them next time. But I've been researching sacred geometry, and I'm also doing a lot of research on astrology and the planets, and trying to learn how to read people's charts because people are interested in that, and I want to help people learn their chart. It's very complex.
You know what I would like to learn about is I want to learn about free energy tech. Whoa, what just happened? Did my computer die? No. Free energy tech, like to make stuff to like pull energy from the air, you know?
There is. I mean, there is.
I know there is.
Yeah.
There's people that work with like different things. I am gonna make horticulture like stakes or whatever to put in my garden that isn't planted yet. Hoarder. How do you say it?
Horticulture.
Horticulture. Did I say it right? I say words wrong sometimes. So like
horticulture.
No,
horticulture.
So what is that? Anyways.
Electroculture is like using electrical current or electromagnetic current to kind of induce growth in plants. So
really, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, cool. I'm just now learning about it. So it's like it's a research. They say it's research. So, but research does show that it does, and it it makes sense to me from what I know of science. It would make sense that
that is so cool
because it's not like a strong current, huh?
Have you watched those videos I sent you about how they clip like these things to the plants and it gives off music?
Oh yeah. I didn't.
Really cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, because everything has vibrations. Everything.
Oh, well, right. Yeah, everything has a frequency.
And the sound of the vibrations on plants sounds like music.
Huh.
It's really cool.
Well, that's what I'm telling you, people. I think you can play the trees because I was nailing a nail today, and it was like as it was going. It's weird because in the nails they sound when it goes through a knot. Like every time I tap the nail in, it's like a pitch higher. So it's like it goes up like an octave when it's going into it like a knot of the wood. It's weird.
You're a real craftsman now. Like you're a real.
I am pretty crafty. I should go grab.
You did that, dude. You just up and did that. That's so cool.
I did. I know. I did do that. I did.
She's making stuff, you guys. Like she's making cool stuff.
It's like really tearing apart pallets and then washing them, and it's time. It takes a lot of time, and like I don't know. I think there's something wrong with my left hand though, so that sucks.
Have you ever made anything then? Like a something like wooden or what am I trying to say?
Have you ever made like a carpenter thing or like have you ever made anything?
Yeah, sure. Like for my house, yeah. Me and my dad built a whole screen porch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Was it hard?
It was annoying, but not hard.
Annoying?
Well, to do it with my dad, but he can't help me, you know? Mm-hmm. So I have gratitude for it, but he knew how to do it. But I mean, I did the work and he told me what to do, you know?
That's cool.
Right. Was it fun at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's hella cool. So I guess you have to build a deck, right? You have to build a deck and then you have to build up the sides and then put the screen, that's really cool, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole nother living space.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've helped him build decks at his house and all kind of stuff. Yeah. That cool. Wasn't fun.
And enclosed.
That wasn't fun. So it sounds like hard work.
No. Driving pilings in manually.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I want to build a she shed with pallet wood.
You should build a she shed. I want you to build a she shed so I can go spend the night in it.
That would be fun. I don't know if my she shed will be air conditioned, so
We'll all go in the wintertime.
Okay.
You have to make it air conditioned. We live in hell over here in Phoenix. So you have to at least put one of those window ones in or something. I
know, it is hot. There's so many rocks in my yard, dude. So many rocks. So many. I have buckets of rocks. So I put this frame because I was going to try to build myself a workbench. And so I have this big old frame with like heavy 2x4s. And then I found this screen material that's like that you would put on a window screen. So I stapled it or nailed it to the frame. And I've just been putting shovel loads of dirt onto that. And then all the dirt falls through and it leaves the rocks on the top.
Oh,
and I have
a sifter?
Huh? I made like a sifter. Yeah, a giant sifter. It's a giant one. But yeah, so it's like a lot of rocks. I'm gonna have rocks for like the rest of my life. So
well, you know what? Save them and spread them somewhere where you want to. Make your yard how you want it. Make it like a Zen garden, however you want. You could like put it wherever you want it.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna reuse them because I'm a cheapskate, and that's what I do.
That's what I'm saying. Like people pay for that shit, you know?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm cheap. Gosh, that must annoy other people though.
Well, I mean, you don't want to call it cheap. That's like an ugly way to say it.
Why? I'm proud of it. I'm proud I like my clothes at Goodwill from Goodwill.
I love Goodwill.
I am loud and proud. I would never spend $100 on a pair of jeans. Never. I don't care if I'm a millionaire. I will never spend $100 on a pair of jeans. That's crazy.
You can get 5 pairs of jeans for $100.
I mean, unless they made me look like, I don't know, they'd have to give me like a really nice butt or something.
Are they magical jeans that like give you a, like, right? I don't know, shit, they better do something well for $100. Right? I think.
Yeah. Put money in my pocket when I put my jeans on. There better be money in there.
All right. Well, I think that it's getting late. And
yes, ma'am.
I didn't sleep good last night, so I'm pretty tired. You can tell. I am gonna sleep good tonight, though.
I haven't been going to bed until late because I've been drawing at night before I go to sleep, and then I get stuck drawing.
I have to settle myself down, or else I won't sleep good. Like if I just try to go in there and go to bed after I've been doing a bunch of shit, so I need to like settle myself down, simmer down.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to go make food. I'm hungry.
Are you serious? You haven't eaten dinner yet?
Nope. I have not eaten dinner yet. I know. I'm starving. You guys couldn't hear my stomach growling earlier. I bet if you go back and watch the video, I bet you'll hear it. It's like halfway through. It's all loud. It was like. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Ben, and thank you for joining us. I really appreciate that you do that. So
I do too. I love it when you come on because we like to put your brains in. I want why won't Grasshopper come on any of the shows and talk? He doesn't have to put his face on if he doesn't want to. I want to talk to him.
Yeah, Grasshopper. Oh, see, my stomach did it again. Did you hear it?
No, you better go eat. Well, right. I hope you guys have a great day tomorrow, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a good one.
Y'all have a good day. All right, bye.
No one ever sees me.